Hey friends, Lissa here for another video. Today I wanted to talk about the differences that I noticed losing weight on a standard American or a low carb, high protein kind of a diet, and the difference between doing that as a raw vegan. Now, I have tried the low carb thing. I've tried a lot of diets over the years, but about, I would say 8 to 9 months before I went raw, I did a very low carb, it was basically just veggies and lots of lean protein and healthy fats. So I did that for approximately 2 months, and I did lose weight, but the differences between my weight loss then and my weight loss this time around were completely different, and I wanted to go over that with you guys. The first thing I noticed was my energy levels. I have so much energy now, it's crazy. I don't exercise as much as I did before. I really should exercise a lot more. It's very important, and I know I'm lazy on that, but the amount of energy that I have right now far outweighs the amount of energy I had back when I was losing weight before that. I had lost, I don't even remember now, it was probably around 20 to 25 pounds in about 2 months, I would say, I think. But it was a complete struggle energy-wise. I had like no energy. It was really hard for me to get to the gym because I was also calorie restricting, so I was down to about 1,500 to 1,600 calories a day. Some days 1,400, and it was, again, really high protein, high fat, and low carb. I was basically not eating any junk food. It was, yeah, always really clean. I thought I was doing a really good job. And yes, I was losing weight, but I had no energy. I couldn't even run for a kilometer before I was super tired, and getting through the weight routines was it was torture, basically. So when it comes to energy-wise, yeah, no way. But now, I mean, in August, I got off the couch with no training and I ran a half marathon. I could go to the gym right now. It's like 7 o'clock at night or something, and I could go to the gym right now and I could have a full workout with, you know, a 30-minute run, and I would be awesome. I would just have bananas before and bananas after, and bananas are my best friend. So there's that. The second thing I noticed was that I am incredibly hydrated as a raw vegan compared to doing the low carb, high protein. And even though I was eating a lot of healthy fats, I was dehydrated and I felt like my joints were really rough, and I had real hard time doing squats and lunges and exercises like that required my joints to be stronger than they were. I struggled a lot through that, and I struggled through running and jumping exercises. I hated because it hurt my joints, and I just wasn't getting much out of it because I would stop, I would take longer rests. I felt like I wasn't getting enough out of my workouts. Now, however, I have no joint pain. I can do 100 squats in 3 minutes, and awesome. Again, I can run a half marathon with no joint pain. I mean, obviously you're going to get a little bit of soreness after running 21 kilometers, but however, I didn't have that excruciating, grinding inflammation in my joints that I did when I was eating a high protein, high fat diet. So that is huge. I can feel a total difference there. And then I also wanted to talk about my skin. My skin is a lot more hydrated and soft now, and when I was losing weight before, I noticed that my boobs disappeared first, and they got, like, the skin was really saggy. The skin around my hips and thighs were really saggy, and I do have stretch marks from back then, and I feel like now that, like, my boobs stuck around. I mean, they're smaller than they were, obviously, because you're going to be losing weight all over the place, but they haven't, like, become just skin. Like, they feel fuller than they were before, and I attribute that to my balanced hormones and the amount of calories that I'm eating that keeps my body balanced. Yeah, my skin has remained quite nice throughout these 70 pounds that I lost. A lot of people will notice a lot of saggy skin if they lose weight way too fast. And I felt like back then when I was calorie restricting, I was losing weight. I mean, I had to be at the gym for 2 hours a day, mind you. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about. This weight loss on raw vegan, despite the fact that I'm eating, well, when I was losing weight, I was eating about 2,100 to 2,300 calories a day. I lost about a pound a week, maybe a little more some weeks, some more, some weeks none. I went 3 months without losing any weight. I wasn't doing it for weight loss. I was doing it specifically for health. So I didn't care if I went 3 months without. I was feeling great and I didn't care. But the weight loss from before was very quick for the amount of exercise that I was doing. I was literally at the gym for 2 hours a day. I would do an hour uphill walk and I would burn like 600 calories or something just doing that. And then I would do an hour weight training. It was like 5 days a week for 2 months. And I just had no energy. It was just crazy. Now I don't do hardly any exercise. I mean, I could definitely go to the gym. I'd have to eat a lot more to compensate because I'm not looking to lose any more weight. Trust me, I'm trying really hard to keep my weight on. So that is a huge change, and that's a big difference that I noticed, that I did need to exercise a heck of a lot back then. Despite the fact that I was calorie restricting, I had to exercise like a madwoman back then to lose the weight that I did. If I wasn't exercising, I don't think I would have lost any weight. But now I don't really have to exercise. But again, like I said, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't, because I really need to get on that. And there are, you know, weeks at a time where I'm very active and I do weights when I watch TV and I do my squats in the morning, but there are weeks that I don't do anything and I sit on my butt and I edit photos for my job, but otherwise, yeah, I really need to get on that, and I know I do. But again, that's just, I wanted to talk about the differences that I noticed. And plus, back then I was bored with my diet. I hated eating chicken and broccoli every night almost, and eggs for breakfast, really, or oatmeal with protein powder. It was really a boring diet that I had. There was really no variety other than the vegetables that I was eating. I would kind of mix it up. And I was also, because I was eating very low calorie, I felt hungry all the time, and it was high fat, so again, I was hungry all the time, craving everything under the sun. And then at the end of my 2 months that I did that, I binged and binged and binged, and I went all the way up to 187, I think was my highest. I think I went a little higher than that. I didn't check, but that was when I decided to become a raw vegan. So, yeah, if you guys like my video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouFood, all at Raw Food Romance. And I'm gonna do another video for you guys. I'm trying to keep up with this Vlogmas thing, so I hope you enjoy my video, even though I feel like I'm just ranting. Hope you guys learned something, and I will see you at the next video. Fruit on!